To me, if he's 4-2, okay, you give him 105 for 3 years. How old would he be? 26? Shit. If the kid balls out and turns out to be something special, this kid's going to get on the open market for $55 million. Please hit the like button. Thank you guys so much. Let me get into what we kind of broached a little bit here with Jalen Hurts. Let me tell you how I would structure a contract for him. Let's do what all of you Jalen Hurts lovers say. He's going to ball out. And all the things that Nick Sirianni has said is going to come to fruition. You guys making a crow sandwich for Big Sills, all of that comes true. Let's just put that out there, okay? Let's say this all happens. Everybody's in the camp that it looks like it will. Okay. This is how I would approach this. Tell me if you think this makes sense. He's got another year left on his rookie contract, I believe. I think there's one more year left on it. Okay? You got 1 year left after this year. I think it's at 1-2. You get to that bye week in week 7, and you're 4-2. Do you come to him with a $35 million a year deal for $105 million? Think about how young he is, too. You offer him 3 years, 105, and a $40 million signing bonus, which he gets now. But this contract with the escalators of the $35 million don't kick in until the first deal ends. He still gets the $40 million or the $35 million signing bonus. And that contract and the escalators, they kick in the year after. So what you have is you have another year, if you're Howie, on a rookie contract to build the team with first-round draft choices next year. To me, if he's 4-2, okay, you give him 105 for 3 years. How old would he be? 26? Shit. If the kid balls out and turns out to be something special, this kid's going to get on the open market for $55 million. And he's going to be a young kid. And it's almost like investing in himself. GT, he's not getting a market price deal at 4-2. He's not making $46 million a year. There's no way after 6 games. However, you cook it for him. And by the way, this is potential again. Okay? Okay? Manster. What was Lawrence Taylor when he came out of North Carolina? Did you even know? He played tight end at North Carolina. Then his sophomore and senior year, he played linebacker. Hurts doesn't do it, MJ? I think it makes sense. Okay, GT, 8-2. So you're saying this. Wow, going into the Washington game in week 10, if the kid's 8-2, you think he gets a market deal at $46.1 million? No way. No way. No way. No way. No way. You know, listen, I say that. How many years remaining did Carson Wentz have on his contract before the Eagles went in there and gave him another contract extension? How many years did he have remaining? You're saying 10 games, GT? 8-2, the price goes up. Oh, I got it. But But are you guys following me here? If he signs that $35 million at the buy, you get another year on a second-round contract to build the Eagles up into, I think, the best team in the NFC. Gaming says you go to the playoffs 2 years in a row, I'm signing him. Yale says he thinks that Wentz got a contract extension his second year. Why wouldn't Jalen then? Christopher says I'd pay him $30 million, make sure he gets all the endorsements he can. That's hard to sell, Chris. This is where you get him, Chris. Ready? You get him in the signing bonus. Okay? Players want the signing bonus and the guarantees in the contract. That's where you get players, not endorsements. Okay? You pay somebody with, like, say you give him a $45 million signing bonus, $35 million a year for 3, with that guaranteed of a signing bonus. Bro, you're talking some good money here. And you're talking about a style of play that on the open market, dude, Cincinnati's not taking Jalen Hurts ever with T. Higgins and all them guys. He's not playing in that offense. He couldn't play in Green Bay's offense. He couldn't play in the Rams' offense. That's not the style they play. He couldn't play clearly in the Buccaneer offense. He could never play in that offense. You'd have wide receivers screaming at him. He could play in this Eagle and the Baltimore Ravens and the Titans. And what did all those teams have in common? They're winning teams. But it's just a different style of play. Just a different style of play. Okay? Xander goes like this. 3 years, $100 million, fully guaranteed. As an extension on the current deal, Xander, because if I'm Howie, I want that other year to build my team on that 1-1, and I'll give you the signing bonus and the guarantee. That's how you get that other year out of it. You guarantee the deal. Xander, you guarantee the 3 years so that you can get that 1.2 next year, and you give him the signing bonus. Theoretically, he'll make $40 million next year because the sign will be in. Dak Prescott last year made $75 million because the Cowboys had to give him that signing bonus plus the base salary. He made $75 million last year. See, to me, Xander, the reason that I want to do it this way is because I want that other year on that 1.1 against my cap on that base salary. I want to be able to still build my team. And then get this, you may be even in line because the cap's going to go up to start talking about contract extension with Devontae Smith. Remember, as you go forward here and your stars on your football team get better and your team gets better, price tags, and guess what? Rent's due for those players too. And get this, Jalen would be doing the same thing that Brady did. How many haircuts do you think Tom Brady took in New England for 20 years? Brady was never ever the highest paid quarterback at any single time in New England. He was never the highest paid guy. Brady didn't really start making the $45 million a year until he got to Tampa. And they were backloading it with the signing bonus. That's how Brady made Brady's base salary, if you looked at it, it's not a lot this year. It's not a lot. So the question is, when on this schedule do you do it? So Carson Wentz in his second year got a contract extension from Howie, Roseman, and Jeffrey Lurie. Let me tell you something about Jalen Hurts. If Jalen Hurts is in that bye week at 4-2, they're going to start the talks. They'll start the talks because of just the way Howie operated last year. Okay? Look at what he did with Mulata. How much? Get this. Let's do this. Andre Dillard is worth a first-round draft choice right now, my opinion. If Jordan Mailata got on the open market, what do you think Jordan Mailata would make? Was he 25? How much do you think that guy would make? Whatever Trent Williams makes in San Francisco, add $5 million to. Let's see what that is. What Trent Williams makes. What's his base salary? He signed him last year on a team-friendly deal. What is the base salary for Trent Williams, San Francisco 49ers?
According to Spitrack.com, current contract, in 2022, Williams will earn a base salary of...
Okay, here. He's going to earn $14 million this year. He's going to earn $14 million. Jordan Mailata, you can add $5 million if he'd make $20 million. $20 million for a prime position like that. But they got him on a discount last year. They got Goddard on a discount. Didn't they give TJ Edwards a discounted deal too? Okay? All those guys want to run it back. Then all of a sudden you start building what you had in New England. And the quarterback is the centerpiece of that. You think people went to New England because of Bill Belichick? Why? They ain't going now unless you overpay them. You know, the Patriots overpay people now for you to come to New England. Back then, they got rid of guys like Chandler Jones and Richard Seymour and Darrelle Revis and Randy Moss when they wanted big money. Sorry, you're out. That's not how we do things here. That's not the Patriot way. Remember that old stuff? Ain't no such thing as the Patriot way anymore. That thing's gone because Brady was the Patriot way. Brady was the Patriot way. This would be the Jalen way. You come here. Hey, how could you not look at it like this if you were a free agent going, hey, if you want to win ball games, you come to Philly.